Okay, this is how you light up the rear emblem, the trunk emblem on a 59 Chevrolet BelAir, Impala, Biscayne, whatever. It's got to be the passenger car. I haven't tried it on a El Camino or a wagon or sedan delivery. What I used to light that up is this LED light from a 2000s GM pickup. It goes in the mirror. It's the mirror turn signal indicator. Of course, I get them from a body shop where they're already broke up, so you just peel this out, throw the rest out. Take a screwdriver and you can pop this out of that plastic housing, I hope, without breaking it. There we go. And you don't need this. And you end up with this little guy right here. It's got 7 LEDs. These light up red. And to put them in that emblem, you need to first trim off the little legs on the long legs off the LEDs. They're just sitting there, they're not doing anything. And I'll show you how that is just a second. Okay, I trimmed the legs off of them and then squish them down flat. I'll probably take a little hot glue and make them stay. And then I take and I run the wires out past instead of down the bottom. Here originally they would have come off the bottom. I call it the bottom. And I'll give them a little hot glue. I already have it removed, but to remove the emblem, after you remove this trim, and there's screws that hold the back trim onto that trunk deck. That little Phillips screw that will usually fight you. You have to remove one wing trim at least, and then take this. And then there's two studs on each side that have a little tin nut on them and 2 Phillips screws. Be gentle. Work them back and forth, penetrating oil. And then you can separate this. And now you have just that emblem. And what I'm going to do pretty much is I'm going to glue this in here. And you got to pay attention not to have it stick up between above the surface here, because then it'll run into that stainless and not work so good. Yeah, I'll just glue that in. Like I said, I'm going to put a spot of hot glue underneath these LEDs to help secure them, vibration and all. It's like a craft show today, ain't it? And then put a little hot glue where we're going to run them wires through. And I'm just going to take that thing and glue it in there. Lay the glue in. Oh yeah, warning, hot glue's hot. Try to kind of center it. Yep, still hot. Center it behind the bow tie and just lay it in there. Kind of hold that in there and let the glue cool. Okay, the glue finally cooled. I got that in there. And I glued the wires down at the bottom. You can see it in there. This works better with an older emblem that the paint's gone on. I don't know what it'll do with one with proper coloring. I don't have any of those. And when I got these, I got the truck side plug too. You don't need it. I have it. This also would have had heated mirrors, so there's some wires you don't need. But the wires coming off the LED group, got a yellow and a green on this one. I believe that's normally what they have. Happens to be the green one's ground and the yellow one is the hot. Now I'm just going to power this up with a regular old transistor battery. Yes, that's what they used to call them. Transistor battery and 2 thumbs, maybe, I don't know. But that's what we end up with. That's fairly bright, not perfectly centered. You can see the glue, but you know, people aren't going to be studying it that close for an investment of time. I'll reattach that to the stainless V portion, which already has this cut out. I didn't do that. And I just run this under the back edge of the trunk, and I use some of that silver duct tape, you know, the metal stuff, to bring it inside the trunk, and then run my wires ahead in the framework of the trunk and then down a hinge and like that. But I think it's a pretty cool addition for, you know, not much investment and a little bit of time.